Hello and happy Friday. I'm Tracy and this is The Way I See It. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm back at home today. Last week's weigh-in, you saw we were kind of on the go. It was during the weekend, a little bit of staycation. And last week I eked by with a 0.2 loss, which was, I was very blessed to have that because I definitely didn't put in all the work to see a great loss and kind of expected a gain last week. So that was something that I was really happy to see. However, I didn't take advantage. I think I took a little bit of advantage of the program. So let me tell you what's been going on with me. As you know, this year has been one thing after another. I keep saying there's so much going on, blah, 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 blah. I have made a lot of really great discoveries this week, and I have to attribute them to having done this April challenge, this Take Back Your Body challenge in my Facebook group. And I thank all of you who have been there and showed up and been there for me just as much as I've tried to be there for you, because it has really helped me. I'm so happy that we were doing this challenge for this week especially. So if you've watched my journey for any amount of time, you have seen me struggle publicly. I will do great for a few weeks and then have a big gain, or something happens, or I'm just struggling. Before I was gaining, didn't know why. I was doing all the parts of the plan, and that was valid and it was true. And then there would be days that I would just blow it. But I had struggles with my body just not giving up the weight and things like that. So today I want to share what happened on the scale, and I want to talk about it. I really want to talk about it because there's a lot of conversation going on right now in the weight loss community, in the Weight Watchers community, on IG and out here on YouTube, just talking about the Freestyle program and it's not working, or whether it's working. I see people on all sides of the coin. I see people who are killing it, who did not so good last year or not so great in the last several months, but these past few months they have just taken off and done amazing, and that's very inspiring. And then I see people who were struggling and don't know what to do to fix it. And so I'm going to tell you, I cannot speak for anybody else. What I can say is I can speak for my particular life, my particular body, and for what I've been experiencing on the Freestyle program. So let me grab my success stories over here. So for the past 2 weeks, so I told you I eked by last week with a 0.2 loss, and that was a blessing because I don't feel like I deserved it. Last week was definitely an undeserved loss with 0.2. I did a few things right, but I was probably 39 points over last week. So fast forward to this week, super stressed. My issue is overwhelm. I struggle with stress and overwhelm, and I did not handle it well this week. I did not eat as much as I did last week. However, I very poorly tracked. I was pretty much checked out on a couple of the days. I did not gorge myself or binge eat. However, I was mindless in some of my eating. My tracking was off. My water was really good still. I only had one day that I didn't get all the water. I've been getting over 100 ounces of water most days, and that's been really helping. I attribute that to the 0.2 loss last week of how much water I was drinking. But this week I got a lot of movement in on Saturday when we went out and had our little staycation, but I did not move on Sunday, and for the rest of the week. When I woke up on Monday, I had like a gimp leg. I don't even know what was going on. My right knee, I don't know what I did to it, but it was messed up for most of the week, and I could barely put pressure on it, so I was kind of hobbling around most of the days. So activity was out for the whole week. So I think that where my saving grace has been, even though I haven't been getting my 30 minutes a day in, my saving grace in the past weeks where I've been losing. First week of the challenge, I was great. I did great with my food and just everything. Second week of the challenge, I didn't do so good with my food. That was up, but I had a little bit of exercise and a whole lot of water, So that was what saved me. So this past week, I had probably a little too much food or either right on, honestly. I didn't track well, so my tracking was off. My water was a little bit low, but it was still pretty good, and my exercise was non-existent. Didn't really have any. So I think my fit point goal is set at like 59 right now. I think my total was 42. So that's low for me, very, very low. So with all that, this week, here's my results, which you can never see, but I always try. I was up 1.2. So no excuses whatsoever. I have no apologies to give to anyone, not even to myself. This is information. It's absolutely information. So let me talk about the reason why I'm not happy that I gained 1.2. What I am happy about is having this challenge going on, which is helping me to see my part in what is happening in my weight loss journey. Like I said, I want to speak to what's been going on in the community about freestyle. Yes, some people are legitimately struggling. For me, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my freestyle story. I started freestyle on point in January because, of course, it rolled out in December, and I was not on point in December. That was the holidays. It was just one thing after another. I was doing okay. I lost a little bit of weight, but I hit it hard after January 1, and I saw a 5-pound loss in the first week, a 1-pound loss the next week, and 0.6 after that. Once that hit, it was just about time for my wedding, and things went crazy for me emotionally. As an emotional eater, that is where I struggle. And for me, this year has been one emotional thing after another. Getting married, there's been changes in my spiritual community. There's been all kinds of, with moving, a major change in my life. Work fluctuations, all kinds of things that I have talked about, and then some things that I haven't. But massive, massive amounts of change have happened for me, and I have not fared well emotionally. And so as an emotional eater, I have struggled. Could I try to blame it on freestyle? Sure, I could, but it's not the truth. My overall understanding for this, especially having done this challenge, and I invite you, not as your guru, not as your person who's going to say, come because I'm going to do it perfectly in front of you and I can just be only inspiration to you. We are inspiration to one another, and I love this group that has formed and that shows up every day. So what doing a challenge and tracking, we are tracking whether we're tracking each day, honestly, whether we're blue dotting, we are looking at if we're moving and if we're hydrating. And then I have another element in there that deals with my emotional life, and that for me is called soul food. Are you feeding your heart and your mind what it needs in order to stay optimistic, in order to have a positive outlook, in order to be able to overcome stress? I believe in that. Many people call that personal development. And I'm not just talking about spiritual things. It's what fills you up. I can't say what that is for you. So we track those things every day. And because I've been tracking these things, I can say, for me personally, Freestyle is a fantastic program, and I truly do still believe that it is the best program that Weight Watchers has put out. The reason that I say that is because when I work the Freestyle program, it works. Once again, hear me when I say this is my body, my life, but as long as I've been on Freestyle, when I put the effort in, when I am tracking and measuring my food, weighing and measuring my food, getting in the water that I'm needing for my body, getting in 30 minutes of exercise a day or the equivalent thereof throughout the week, when I'm getting enough rest for my body, when I am eating mindfully, I have not yet had a week on Freestyle where I have done that and not seen results. And that is different about the Freestyle program as opposed to the other Smarts Points, Points Plus, all those different things. So that is my body and my take. If you'd like to do the same experiment for your own life and get on this challenge, April is about to wrap up, but you can join in at any time. It's not a tracked challenge and there's no awards or anything like that. And we will be rolling out another one starting May. So just come on and enjoy and have the motivation and do your own research. Please don't just go by what someone else is saying for the program, but really hold yourself accountable as to whether you're putting in the truest effort that you can. I'm not saying that you aren't struggling and that Freestyle is not working. I'm simply saying I invite you to really make a focused effort to track out all of the points, everything, do the full program. I know a lot of us so often make excuses or we find reasons why we can't do all of the program. But before you discount it, or before you say this is not working, let's all make sure that it's not me that's not working, meaning all of us that's not working. All right, so that's just my take on it. If you want to join us over in the Facebook group, the link, click on that particular link in my description box and it'll take you to it. If not, it'll take you to a Facebook page that I really haven't had very active. So the Facebook group is what you want to join. All right, so thanks so much for watching today. If you haven't taken a moment to like, comment, or subscribe to my channel, then do that today. I love having you around. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.